2021 will see an increase in the levels of technology investment as we transition from triaging the immediate issues of the pandemic to creating new opportunities for the future. And I think we're going to see a number of key themes play out. First is around the importance of ESG as it looms large over all of the property industry. How we return to work and how we return to the high street will also be important. And finally, I think the continued importance of data underpinning all of this will play a key part. So looking at ESG, despite the pandemic, ESG has been a top-tier issue for the property industry, and there's been a particular focus for real estate on the environmental and social aspects. And I think this will drive interest in tech and business solutions that help facilitate this. So we might see in the built environment a continued rise in facilities management technologies that help buildings operate efficiently and to gather data about how buildings are performing. And on the construction side, construction is one of the key areas where environmental gains can be made. And technologies such as remote viewings and monitoring, which might be drone surveys, personal cameras on construction workers, and more efficient methods of technology, which might be increased use of robotics and potentially off-site modular construction, will all hopefully reduce the need for travel and reduce errors, which will make construction more environmentally efficient. If you look at the social side of ESG, there is an increasing focus on wellness, and I think this will play out both in the short term with technologies that help us get back to the office, things like thermal imaging cameras, contactless surfaces, but also in the longer term as there's an increased focus on employee well-being and technologies that facilitate that, things like air quality monitoring and apps that really help improve the actual occupier experience will continue to be popular. Now, if we look at the return to the office and the return to retail, I think that's going to be a key question ahead for the real estate sector. If we look at the office sector, what we're entering is the era of what some commentators have described as the era of worker choice, where offices now compete with other options such as working from home or working in local co-working hubs. And in order to attract workers back, offices will need to be very user-friendly, offering excellent connectivity and convenience, and technologies that support that, such as sensors, tenant apps, and improved telecoms will be really important. Similarly, for building owners, it'll be important to know that the offices are being used efficiently. So things such as presence monitoring and technology that help really get the best out of space will be another winner. If we look at the retail side, internet shopping has been one of the lifelines throughout lockdown, mixed with an increased appreciation for local offerings. So as life returns to the high street, I think we'll see that carry through, both with shoppers wanting experiences that are unique and changing, driving technologies and business models that are around flexible leasing and allowing new experiences to be brought to retail environments. And I think also that an increased blurring of online and offline, such as apps that allow shops' inventories to be thrown up on Google, allowing easy searching. Behind all of this is really the last theme, which is the continued importance of data. It's data that ultimately shows whether buildings are operating efficiently and safely, data that shows how construction sites are performing, and data that's all used to drive new investment decisions. And the industry does appear to recognize this. So UNISU flagged that its two most popular categories for new startups was data analytics and big data. And what I think we'll see is a growing divide between those for whom data is an asset, allowing them to make more intelligent decisions, and those for whom it may be a liability with increased risk of data protection breaches and cyber attacks. So if we bring this all together, I think 2021 stands to be a very important year for technology and real estate. And as the industry settles into the new normal, perhaps for the first time now what we're seeing is that technology is really at the core of the property industry.